So if you haven't watched any of my Fandom Friday videos before, it's basically just every couple Fridays I make a video talking about a recent fandom that I've gotten into and why it's cool and why you should maybe go check it out as well. So the fandom I'm going to talk about this week is Cowboy Bebop, which I just watched this past couple weeks. It's an anime, if you've never heard of it. It's basically an anime about bounty hunter cowboys in space. It's like an anime classic. I'd heard about it like so many times before. I had lots of people tell me it was really, really, really good and I had to check it out. It's like won awards and stuff. It's like been considered one of the best animes ever. It's really cool. It's only 26 episodes long, so it's quite short. They're each 24 minutes, so you can watch it in a couple days. I watched it in like probably a week or so. I really, really enjoyed it. It's really fun, and it's about cowboys in space. Like, what's not to enjoy about that? So the main character of Cowboy Bebop is a guy named Spike. He's like probably in his 20s or something, maybe 30s. He's a young guy who is a bounty hunter with his bounty hunting partner, Jet, who's a little bit older, and they have a spaceship called the Bebop, which is kind of where the title comes from, and they are, I mean, on the one hand, they say that they're like really, really good bounty hunters and they're known for being like terrors and whatever, but they also never have any money, so I don't know if they really are that good of bounty hunters. It starts out that they have no money and they're like, tracking down this guy, and then over the course of the series they pick up a few more members of their crew. They pick up a dog named Ein, who's like a super intelligent data dog. They pick up a woman named Faye Valentine, who's like a gambling con artist woman, who's in like tons and tons of debt, and a kid who's like, I don't know if we know how old they are, a kid who's like 10-ish, maybe 12, I don't know, named Ed, maybe even younger than that. I don't know. They pick up a kid named Edward, who's this young girl of an undetermined age, who's a hacker, and she's really, really smart and cool, and she's my favorite character. It's a really good show. So, those are the main characters. They travel around space in their Bebop spaceship hunting bounties. And they're really, really bad at it, and they hardly ever make any money. And that's why it's so great. It's a really, really good mix of, it's quite serious, like it's more serious than I thought it was gonna be. I knew it was a really like well-loved anime, but like the title and stuff made me think it was gonna be a little more humorous, and in certain ways it is quite humorous. Like there's certain episodes that are really just weird and funny, and there's definitely moments that are goofy, and certain characters that are really funny, but like overall it's actually quite slow and sad. It really deals with a lot of issues of like existentialism and your place in the world and meaning and lost love and just kind of all these like sad, slow moments where these characters aren't necessarily super happy with their lives and where they are, but they also have kind of found a family with each other, so they definitely have times where they are happy. They all have different pasts, really interesting pasts that get explored. Spike's and Faye's are particularly interesting. And I don't really want to say too much about them because as the series goes on, you sort of discover what their past is, and they discover things about their past, and you discover things about their past, and these characters really get fleshed out. Their pasts aren't always very happy, and they're dealing with that. They're like going back and seeing people who were part of their past, and it's just kind of a lot of the time there's like long moments of silences or slow moments where the characters are just kind of dealing with what's happening, and I really enjoyed that. It was a really interesting tone. It's not necessarily what you would think of right away for an anime, maybe, but it comes across really well. It also has a lot of really cool jazzy music. That's one thing it's quite known for, is the soundtrack. It is an incredible soundtrack. The music is very sort of jazz, slow, matches that melancholic tone. Not all the time. Like I said, there's definitely moments that are quite fun and funny. And I mentioned this in previous videos, but what I really enjoy in books or shows or whatever is when a story has a really good balance of being funny and lighthearted and being serious and deep. Like, I like that balance. If something is just too serious at all times or too funny at all times, I don't like it as much. I really like there to be like a strong balance between humorous and funny and weird and deep and serious and meaningful. And Cowboy Bebop leaned a little bit more towards the dark and serious than I usually go for, but there definitely was enough weird, fun, lightheartedness that I thought it was balanced. I liked both sides of it, and I really, really thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I watched it really quickly, and now I'm kind of tempted to rewatch it, even though I just watched it, because it's just so concise and short. And that's the other thing, because it's only 26 episodes, it is one concise story. Like, there are quite a few episodes that are a little bit fillery, like they just kind of meander and do weird stuff. So it's not exactly like one continuous plot line that every single episode builds upon the next. Like, each episode is kind of standalone, like there is a bit of a monster of the week kind of feel to certain episodes, but like gradually the whole series builds up, like a plot, and it is quite concise. You get the whole thing in 26 episodes. You know everything you're gonna know, you know everything you need to know, you get the whole mood, you get the whole tone of it, characters come to, their character arcs come to conclusions and stuff. And I really enjoy that. I do like long things that I get to enjoy for long periods of time, but I also really like stuff that doesn't try to go on for too long, doesn't drag out to a point where it's kind of not good anymore. It just is one complete thing that you can sit down and enjoy concisely, and it's really good. And that's what this was. Really good characters, really good tone, really good animation, really good story. I really loved it. So you should go check out Cowboy Bebop. I would highly recommend it, as would most people I've talked to. There were certain, it was made in the 90s. It doesn't always handle, some things they say about women characters are a little bit uncomfortable. There's some, side gay characters that aren't always handled super great. There are certain things that were, could have been handled better. Certain characters say things about women and stuff that I wasn't super comfortable with, but it was made in the 90s, and that was pretty minor compared to what the rest of the show is. And Faye and Ed are two of the main characters, and they're both girls, and I liked them a lot, both of them. So I think overall it was good, but putting that out there that there are certain things that happen and things they say that aren't super comfortable if you like really progressive things. But overall, I thought it was very, very, very good. I liked it. I would suggest watching it. It's short and concise. You can watch it really quickly and really enjoy it. I watched it in Japanese with subtitles because I prefer watching subs and reading the subtitles, but some people prefer dubs, and I'm sure you can find a dub out there because it is a very, very popular, well-known anime. I watched it on Crunchyroll. You can watch it wherever you find anime, I guess. So if you have watched it before, you should let me know in the comments if you've watched it, if you like it, and if you have not seen it, you should go watch it and then tell me what you think, because it's really cool and I like it a lot. So thank you for watching. You can like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. I make these Fandom Friday videos every few Fridays, and I just started a podcast called Internet Kids, where either once a month or twice a month, I haven't decided yet, I'm going to put out a 1-hour podcast where I talk to a friend of mine about a fandom we really like. So it could be one of the fandoms that I mentioned in a Fandom Friday video, it could be another fandom, it's one that me and my friend have in common, and for an hour we just sit and talk about our experiences with that fandom, why we like that fandom, what our favorite characters are, just have a conversation, and it could be fun to just sit and listen to that. So I've put out 1 episode so far, it just came out. The first episode is about Homestuck, because I really love Homestuck. If you've watched my channel at all, you'll know that. And I'll put a link to that in the description, and you should watch my channel for more episodes of that, and more episodes of Fandom Friday, and other videos I make about Homestuck, and art, and anime, and all kinds of stuff. So thanks for watching. Bye!